This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go ahead.
Two and a throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
After the interception, here's Smith. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Hey.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and a yard. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Seahawks nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
3rd and 4. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
On 4th down, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Smith now on second down.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
1-0 our score after one.
Dolphins 21. Seahawks nothing.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing to start here is Tua. Throw caught by Achane.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
All right, come on.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Tua going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Parker. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua.
That is caught.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Now Geno.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down. Michael Dixon to punt for
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the 1st quarter with the score Dolphins 7, Seahawks 7.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken in at the 11.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On first down, back to Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
49 yards.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
On the counter, it's Walker.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Geno now to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
49, flip rough, 49.
Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Short throw to Disley.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again is Smith. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by Chosen.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tua.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Gtowncapp will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
There we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
53.
Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, fellas, listen up.
And the Dolphin first down.
Cover one high. Out.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Ice jam. Ready to stay here. Out.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And this offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Here's Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gino.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, Smith. And Walker has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Smith. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their...
It's Madden NFL 24.
kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Ready.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
On second down, Tua. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Go left side on. Go left side. Hey.
Tua going to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Come on, 2. Oh. Watch it, Oscar. Solo left side on.
Tua now on first down.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants. but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 9.
Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Turbo 3, kick.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
Hey, 21, 20, TX. Hey.
From the gun, it's Tua. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 7, Giants 0.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now Jones.
He connects with Hyatt.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Hey, let's go get one. Let's go get one.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rita. Other side. Up we go.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
42 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes Raheem Mostert and the Miami offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Up the middle, Achane. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And he is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
20 TX.
This is Mostert.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
This is 2nd and 8.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Throw caught by Ochin.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Taylor finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Now Hill to return it.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Turbo 1. 8.
Now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter as they begin their 2nd half here, Charles, offensively. You know, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the 2nd half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Taken down back at the 42.
20, TX.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Hey, let's go. Double one, high.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Jones now. Off play action. His throw incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen standing just about on his own goal line. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That's plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he caught it up.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Deshaun Elliott there on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now in Miami. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Off play action. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And now out come the Giants.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Timberland. Bama. Come right, Pacino.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Great. Timberland. Troy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
21. Ram Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 79 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Giants 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 10. 2:08 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down.
Ladybug. Okay, here we go. Detroit Johnson.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Rita. Other side.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
He's got his man. It's Hyatt finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Timberland. Bama.
Here's Jones. Now this is into the hands of Campbell downfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
To throw is Jones.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Jones.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Jones.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Time on 3. Okay.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
At the 26-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So now all eyes shift to the Giants, trailing by a touchdown. A little under 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Jones.
Buying time to his left.
And he'll be out of bounds as he does pick up a 1st down here with exactly a half a minute to go.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Here's Jones to throw. Hyatt has got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Jones. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Right back to Swift again on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third play here in this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
Watch it, Oscar. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 tiers.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
20 TX.
Tua sets up to pass it.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
It's early, but announce a cliche word here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go.
Touchdown!
Tua finding his hold Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift. 73 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air. So now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
21G, 21G.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's got him in, complete. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, a run by Achane. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Hey, time on 2. Time on 2. Time on 2. Time on 3. Time on 3. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Zach Sealer on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
King, Phil King. Phil King. Hey, Silver. Delta.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
63.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
No,
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll send Brown in motion right.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down.
And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Gtowncapp.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Solo left Zion.
Tua now on 1st down.
Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Mostert. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Mostert is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Once again, it's Swift.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
It hurts, not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
145 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Swift going to try up the middle.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Miami. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to pass. Tua to the left side and taken in by Chosen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Watch it, Oscar. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 21 GA.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Throwing Tua. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles now
down 24-17. A little under 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He's back to throw.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
This is 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Gtowncapp.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The drive starts with a run from H.A.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's Gtowncapp to throw.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Double one, hard.
Throwing is Gtowncapp on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now H.A. on 1st and 10.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Gtowncapp working out of the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Turbo 3, kick.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Couple of Alabama guys there. 2 to Waddle for the Miami first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
That's caught at the 25. Brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Brown the motion man right. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, some strong running. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Open net is Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
On second down, Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
Second and 6. Achane gets it from the gun.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And here comes Raheem Mostert in the Miami offense.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
More. You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know,
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with... Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith,
28 yards.
and the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17. Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again.
There he goes, left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, 51 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Flush to his right.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now Tua going to change the play. They'll run for it with Achane.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
The man in motion is Brown.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring it back It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they're thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching me. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
In motion right is Brown.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 68 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Miami set to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Second and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Flushed out right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Solo left Zion. What?
Tua sets up to pass it.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
First down, Eagles.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
On first down, Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
34. Eagles 21.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Now 2nd and 5.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
On gain of 3, brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mostert.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's 3rd and goal.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.